What's up, Sneaky Nation? Sneaky P here, back with all the news after week 13 in year number 6 of our Columbus Aviators franchise, where the Aviators had their third loss of the season to a very good Green Bay Packers offense led by Aaron Rodgers, still making it happen in his 16th year. Let's go ahead and get to scouting here, see what we can do, and if we can find any players that we could potentially add to this team moving forward. I think I've scouted most everything I need. I have plenty of running backs right now. Plenty of wide receiver depth. I don't know when Dorial Green Beckham's contract's going to end. I don't know if we're going to bring him back or not. We can continue scouting here, though, see if we find any other good players. For a 6th-round guy, this guy might be a pretty solid option. Parker Rowland down there, depending on what his combine is, obviously. But we can only decide on what we see right now. Any more B pluses? Let's check out some quarterbacks, I guess, just in case we have another situation where we're dealing with injuries. Maybe we need somebody else. I don't know. Continue to kind of scout players, see if we can find anybody good. If any stats stand out. Oh, this guy might be good. This guy looks pretty good. Connor Olson, 6'2", Boston College. Good accuracy stats, which usually indicates a pretty good quarterback. Pretty good throw power, too. This guy has good throw on the run. Patrick Parker, this guy might be pretty solid as well. Another guy at least worth keeping an eye on. Again, I don't know that we're going to draft a quarterback. I'm mostly thinking just in case we deal with some more injuries. But it definitely seems to be a very good quarterback class from what I'm looking at here. Might be able to potentially find a backup better than what we have now. And just in case Tyson Russell goes down with an injury, it'll give us other options anyway. Next up, we have the New York Jets. Let's go ahead, check out their lineup, see what they are working with, and go this way. Might be the quicker route, and see who their quarterback is. We do play them quite frequently in the preseason, and Ralph is going to be their quarterback with Tyrod Taylor and then Casey Daniel, a rookie from Oregon State. And I do want to check this because James Gomez is not here. It makes me wonder if he's injured, so we'll have to check their injury report. Dwayne Sherman and Latavius Murray going to be a running back with Frank Summers at fullback. Wide receiver A.J. Green, a huge pickup for this Jets team. Kadron Coleman in his 3rd year out of Wisconsin. Devontae Parker out of Louisville. C.J. Hartman and Brian Perez at tight end. They have Jason Morrow there with Holden Benjamin. Left tackle. Let's see how their offensive line looks here. Not a spectacular left side and center, and this offensive line looks pretty awful, and a lot of injuries there by the looks of things. Hopefully we're going to be able to take advantage of that. Their defensive line, however, is absolutely beastly. However, I wonder if they're going to play Harrison over at defensive tackle. It would make a lot more sense than playing 2nd-year pro Paul Sharp there. But who knows what their team's going to do. It doesn't look like that's the case for them. Davis, still one of the captains of this defense. Patrick Kelly, a great young right outside linebacker out of Florida. We know all about him. Trey Griffin in his 2nd year from Ohio State with Kyle Fuller, Derek Griffin, Dante Johnson, and Marcus Burley there. Free safety, Tavin Wilson. And then at strong safety, they have Denoris Searcy, a guy that used to be on our team, a guy that we are very familiar with. Couldn't get a starting role with us, but seems to be doing very well for the Jets. Their rookie kicker, Joey Fisher, and then Ryan Allen is going to be their punter. I do want to look at their injury report. It looks like they might be dealing with the injury bug, much like we are, so we'll have to find the extent of that, or at least their injuries here. We have, 2 weeks left until we get Russell and Russell back. Brady Rogers on the IR. So let's go check out the Jets, see what injuries they have here. And so they no longer have James Gomez. I thought they did, but apparently not. So that is unfortunate for Lunier Farmer here. 33 weeks. Unbelievable. Tyler Shatley is going to be out 1 week with a dislocated elbow, and then Connor Maggot out for 5 weeks. So 2 solid players on their offensive line. That is a pretty big blow to the team. Again, something our defense is going to have to look to exploit, getting pressure on Ralph and see if we can force him in to making some bad throws. The Colts sitting at 6-6. Let's go ahead and check out the standings from around the NFL. The Seahawks 10-2, the Aviators 9-3, the Raiders at 8-3, the Browns 8-4, 8-4, 8-4, 8-4. A lot of teams sitting at 8-4 right now. If we're looking at the playoff picture, We have the South, the Raiders have the West, the Browns have the North, the Chargers getting one wild card spot, and then the Dolphins in the lead for the East, or tied, I guess, with the Bills here. So one of those two teams would likely, by the judge of things right now, get the other wild card. The Ravens and the Colts are both right in there contending for it, though. So a team usually on top, the Patriots, down here at 4-7-1. If we look at the NFC battle, Seahawks taking the West, the Packers tied with the Bears for the North. So the other team, actually they're tied with the Vikings as well. 3 teams in that division all sitting at 8-4 right now, though it looks like the Packers are currently in the lead, which means the Bears and the Vikings would both be getting a wild card spot currently with how it's set up. The Eagles winning the NFC East, which means the Cowboys would be out of the playoff race, as would the Giants and the 49ers. Unbelievable. So the NFC South is just doing absolutely terrible right now. And somehow, I mean, the Saints are there, but there's a lot of teams from the East and the North that should be getting a playoff spot and might not be able to. Very interesting playoff picture in the NFC currently. We'll also look at the weekly awards really quick and briefly check out the MVP race to see how that is going. So awards, weekly awards, move on over to week 13. Russell Wilson, 29-39, 3 passing touchdowns for him. Richard Sherman, 2 interceptions and 6 tackles. Kyle Fuller, a guy that we are about to go up against, had 2 interceptions with 4 tackles. And then Artie Bell, 24-36, 6 passing touchdowns for him, making it happen there. Though again, check out the MVP race really quick, and then probably call it a video after that. Russell Wilson leading the way. Josh Broussard 2, Teddy Bridgewater 3, Mariota with the Eagles at 4, Max Austin at 5, Blake Bortles at 6, James Gomez, so no longer on the Jets, now on the Denver Broncos, coming in at number 7, Brody Jennings at 8, Nate Keller at 9, and Demetrius Pearson coming in at number 10. That is going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. I really do appreciate all of the support. And I will see you guys in week 14 as we take on the New York Jets. Later.